Okay, lower back problems, neck problems, rib cage problems. There's a, a physical trainer out of Florida. His name is Chuck Wolf, and he has an amazing book that I just recently finished, and I've taken a few things from him. And it's pretty complex if I were to talk about how to help alleviate those problems in just one posture. But this posture helps in so many facets. And so I'll explain a little bit while I'm doing it, okay? But I teach this to a majority of my clients to help with mobility in those areas I was just talking about. So I'm gonna come into kind of a yoga warrior pose. So if you can see my feet, they're a little bit wider. My legs are really long. I'll back up there if you can see me, okay? And both feet are kind of like on train tracks. Imagine two train tracks here. Now, one of the most important things is don't let this foot come into external rotation. Make sure that it's straight, okay? Then look at my hip here. I'm gonna try to tighten my butt and I'm gonna try to tuck my tailbone under just a little bit, okay? Then I'm gonna bend this left knee and try to bring this left foot a little bit more forward, okay? And then bring my chest up. What this does is stretches the deep calf muscles. One of them is called the soleus, okay? If that soleus is constricted, it won't let you come into proper hip extension, which puts pressure on the lower back, which also puts pressure on the neck. So it starts down in the soleus, okay? And then we can get that hip extension, and then we can get that spinal extension, okay? And so I'm gonna bring the arms up like this, and then bring them back down while maintaining this position. If you want to sink down into it a little bit further, which I highly recommend you do, and you feel the stretch here, if you don't feel the stretch here, you're probably not locking this leg, and you're probably not bringing your spine into extension. So lock that leg, bring the arms up, come back down, okay? Arms up, come back down. We're gonna do about 10 of these, okay? Not now, but you are, okay? And then you can switch legs. Come back, rest. I can feel the stretch in my soleus and my hip, which takes pressure away from the lower back. Then I'm going to switch to the other side. First, look at my feet. Remember, two train tracks. Don't let that foot come into external rotation, okay? Then I'm going to turn this angle so you can kind of see this hip extension. I'm going to tighten this left butt cheek. Keep the left butt cheek tight throughout. So whatever leg is behind you, relate it to the butt and keep it tight to pull on those psoas, or I guess the singular would be psoai. And then extension with the arms, keeping that butt tight, okay? That was just the cameraman, don't worry. It wasn't an earthquake. And then arms up, arms down. Do about 10 of those, okay? Alrighty.